for the NBA, live on 2K Sports. With Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy, this is Kevin Harlan, and we're joined by our reporter, David Aldridge, on the sidelines. Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. Look at the Trailblazers. They're sitting 8th right now in the early going.
And seeing where Portland is, they've been strong at times this season, but they still have some holes. I think they're a playoff caliber team. I just don't think they're a championship caliber team.
Yeah, and that's not a knock on them. This is where most people expected them to be. They just don't have the talent to be up there with the contenders.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. We've got Antetokounmpo. He's out there with Jalen Duren. Tyrese Halliburton is out there with Hughes. And for Atlanta, they've got Castle. Edey out there with Evan Mobley. Then there's Jalen Green. And through this early portion, Greg, of the season, we've had our fair share of surprises.
Yeah, it's fun to see the preseason predictions go up in flames, right? Every year it feels like we have at least one team that overachieves and shocks us all.
The Atlanta shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
At the line for two, number 8.
Shooting 2.
And the first one drops. And he makes both free throws.
Yeah, great effort tonight, and he's been rewarded with trips to the line.
Back to Giannis. Halliburton outside. Just 5 on the clock. Here's the screen. No good there off the double clutch. On the wing, Green. Into the lane. Excellent defense there from Halliburton. Pass to Giannis. Good D by Mobley. Here's Atlanta. Their last game, a win against the Lakers, looking to carry it into this one.
Well, on the road, you don't expect to look so comfortable on the offensive end, but that was the story of the game.
Well, it comes down to preparation. They were ready for that game and kept the crowd out of it for the most part.
Here's Hughes. What a tremendous game he played against Utah. Portland, no good that time either.
0 for 3 from the floor so far. Not the start they had in mind. They need to just take a breath, reset, and keep things simple.
And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today. But you can't make it that obvious.
Well, Stan, after 11 seasons with this Blazer organization, Damian Lillard traded away in 2023. What a run he had for Portland.
Incredible, Kevin. Not only in terms of his scoring and his individual honors, but the success he brought to the team. While they didn't get over the top and get to the finals, they were a consistent winner. If you were a fan in Portland, you had a good team to come and watch for all of those years.
Portland with the ball after the basket by Atlanta. Giannis outside. To the middle. Here's Duren. Got a hand on it. If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Pass to Halliburton. Hughes with the screen on Green. Halliburton for 3. Rebound, Atlanta. And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Missed inside. Portland's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Now Hughes. Halliburton outside. From 12 feet out. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron.
And when Giannis is hitting that midi, best of luck. He truly becomes unguardable.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
I caught up with Coach Nick Nurse. Now, in talking about Tyrese Halliburton, I wanted to know about the strategy for him out there. Coach said Halliburton is so quick and such a deft ball handler, I think it just comes down to keeping up with him, matching his pace, not letting him get one step ahead. So, that's the game plan. Back to you.
Okay, David, much appreciated. That's good from Castle. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. And the first time out of the game called here for the Trailblazers. They put up a nice win against Utah last time out.
Well, it helps when your opponent makes that many mistakes. I thought that was the story of the game.
Yeah, you got to think Coach will show this one as an example of what not to do. You got to take care of the ball.
Chance now to check out the NBA's most efficient scorers. Well, you look at Edey, leading the league in field goal percentage. He always gets good looks.
He is a finisher, plain and simple. That field goal percentage just absolutely jumps out at you. It borders on astonishing.
Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Giannis against Mobley. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Portland shooting their first free throws of the game right now.
And as a unit, they're shooting 78% from the line. That's a solid number to work with on the season.
First free throw is good. And so he hits both. For Atlanta, they've gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. the three. That one dropped for his second bucket. Mark him 2 for 4.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Halliburton outside. And he uses the glass on the layup.
For a skinny guy, Halliburton has a lot of confidence inside. In fact, he's confident at everything he does.
They set the screen. Offline with his three. Portland trailing here. And when you take a look at Jalen Duren, a big man, Greg, who seems to get better each and every season.
Well, you know, he averaged a double-double in his second season. I especially like how hard he goes after rebounds. This guy has a bright future in this league.
Here's Edey. The Blazers getting the bucket. Pass to Green. Shot clock at 6. 17-foot shot on the way. And it's in there.
And what you just love about Green, a guard who works with or without the ball, can break you down in so many ways.
Now, here's Halliburton. A 24-point outing in their last game against Utah.
And also 3 steals, so he showed some grit and determination on the defensive side.
Goes up and lays it nice and easy. 9 points in the game so far.
That's an excellent bucket there. Not an easy one. That took some creativity.
There's the lob to Duren.
And although an undersized center, more than making up for it with some serious hops.
For Atlanta, they've gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. Pass to Edey. Here's Castle. Fires the 3. That doesn't go, and he's 0 of 1 from the field. For Portland, they've gone just a shade under 50% from the field, 5 of 11. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Hughes with the screen on Mobley. And here is Hughes. Here's Markov. No good on the triple. Atlanta's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Here's Green. Misses the layup. Portland's gone 0 of 3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Rebound, Atlanta.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he's going to be able to shoot his way out of this one or not.
Here's Castle. Three-pointer. Drills the three-pointer. Castle's got 5.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Hughes with it. Nothing on the board. Halliburton deciding where to go with it. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
Making use of the corner pocket, Halliburton, such an elite-level offensive player.
Pass to Castle. Fires from deep. And it's Halliburton with the rebound. And here's Halliburton. He'll bring it up for the Trailblazers. They trail by 1. And this game, the first chance they've had to see Atlanta. Down low. 8 feet away. Antetokounmpo. Score of the basket, his third after 5 shots.
Well, he's been very efficient in this quarter. Keep getting him the ball.
Atlanta's gotten just 2 of 6 to fall from three-point range so far in the first. Green kicks to Mobley. To the paint. It's stolen by Duren. Here's Markov. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That one on Mobley.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
In a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Portland.
Well, their game plan has been very effective so far. They're working the ball inside, putting constant pressure on the defense.
And also have to bring up their passing game. They've been moving the ball with great precision so far and creating great looks for their teammates.
That free throw, no good. Jabari Smith, he's checked in for Atlanta. Black comes in for Castle. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Abaji's checked in. And he's good on the second. For Atlanta, they've gone 5 of 12 from the field since the opening tip. And we will have a timeout called by Nick Nurse. Looking for a breather and maybe just one or two things to talk about. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, Giannis Antetokounmpo is not one to puff out his chest and chase accolades. He said, I put the work in. That's how I get my confidence. I don't follow the media or my stats. What I know is that I put the work in, and I try to be the best version of myself. And that focus has served him well. Kevin?
It has. You know, his dedication, David, unquestioned. And we appreciate your report. And the Trailblazers making a change here. Johnson's checked in. Let's bring out the 2K leaderboard to see the best up-tempo teams in the league.
And that's a fun category. Most fans love that kind of up-tempo offense, and these guys are the best in the game playing that style.
Abaji pulls it in.
Oh, this is exactly the kind of opportunity you don't want to waste.
Here's Giannis. Pass to Duran. Portland moving the ball around. Johnson sends the screen for Halliburton. Another shot, and Johnson lays it in. And the Trailblazers lead by 4.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Will it go? And it's good on the way in. He's got 11.
Just a heroic scoring effort from him this quarter. He's doing everything he can to will them back into this game.
Back to Halliburton. Rebound, Atlanta. To the inside. And it's Green with the jam.
And once Green gets the ball there, not much you can do defensively.
Portland's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Smith against Antetokounmpo. Now, here is Halliburton. He's guarded close. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Abaji. A 14-point game for him in the win against Utah.
Yeah, and the effort on the boards last game gave them that many more chances.
Here's Black. Smith outside. Pass to Green. This one for 3. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. And now a 3-point Atlanta lead.
Oh, not even thinking about it. When Green is catching and firing like that, you know he's feeling it.
Now a timeout called by Portland. minutes. Both teams making substitutions here.
Substitution on the court.
Pass to Johnson. And the three ball is good. Johnson's got the game tied up here for the Trailblazers.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
Smith with a screen on Johnson. Cancel. Trying to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track. That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times.
And the basket is good.
Bringing back the mid-range, Jabari Smith Jr.
Reeves the pass to Abaji. Hughes against Smith. Here's Abaji. Still scoreless. Hartenstein can't get it to go.
Well, give credit to the defense for cutting him off. Normally, that'd be easy points for him at the rim.
Yep, it counts. And Atlanta leads by 4.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Johnson sets the screen for Reeves. Here's Hughes. Crew on the 14-footer.
You know, maybe save that fadeaway move for when he really needs it.
A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Atlanta leads by 2. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far in the scoreboard. And when you consider how Atlanta is doing, your thoughts?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Yeah, they've dictated the pace to this point, looking to run at every opportunity.
And the NBA, right or wrong, Stan, has been called a copycat league before. If something works, it catches on quick. Is that a fair statement?
Well, I think it is to some degree, Kevin. Certainly, we all watch each other and learn from each other, and you're always looking to see what someone else does in their system that would fit into what you do, but you can never fully copy another team because the personnel is different.
Yeah, every roster is different, isn't it? And you've got to tailor things you want to do with what you've got.
That's exactly right. So if my personnel is not the same as yours, I might be able to take a little bit of what you do, but I can't take it wholesale.
Here are the 5. Portland has to start the second quarter. Hughes is out there with Isaiah Hartenstein. Then it's O'Neal. Then there's Cam Johnson. And it's Abaji in at the 3 spot. Trailblazers trail by 5. Johnson surveying the floor. Pass to Hartenstein. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
Can't be that easy for him. Got to body him up down low.
Yeah, they can't let him even get into that space. If he gets good position on the block, it's trouble.
Here's Castle. Traps in the tray. Castle's got the lead up to 6 now for Atlanta.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Now, here's Johnson. No good on the 3. Here's Black. Pass to Foster. Here's Smith. Hughes covering. Hughes against Smith. Lewis outside. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Black. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Trailblazers trail by 6. On the wing, Hughes puts up a 3. A three-pointer is right on target. Hughes got 5.
And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment when you see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
Here's Foster. Still without a basket. Here's Black. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. The Trailblazers have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Jovanovic, defended by Foster. Pass to Hartenstein. Here's Abaji. Hughes, the pass to Johnson. Here's Abaji. That misses, had a chance to tie it there. Atlanta leading by 3. Lewis, right side. And as it goes out of bounds, Atlanta able to keep the ball here. And here's the upcoming schedule for the Trailblazers. On Thursday, they'll be playing against Damian Lillard and the Atlanta Hawks. And then on Saturday, they'll tip off a road trip in Washington where they'll take on the Wizards.
And for that game against San Diego, on paper, you'd expect them to come away with the win, but this might be one of those trap games where they let it get away from them if they aren't focused.
Mobley, he's checked in for Atlanta. Pass to Foster. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. You look at Atlanta. Here in the early part of the season, they've acquired the 3rd best record in the conference.
And, you know, right now for Atlanta, they're not an opponent any team wants to see on their schedule. They've been producing all season long. And guys, I don't see them slowing down anytime soon.
Well, if you're able to strike fear into your opponent before even stepping on the floor, you're doing something right.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Here's Black. He picked up 15 points in their last win against the Lakers.
Well, and he was also doing a great job feeding his teammates, racking up the assists. So important to team chemistry.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling. Pass to Hughes. Over Mobley. Good D by Mobley.
You know, the right thing there to try to fade away with the D all over him, but that is a difficult shot to sink.
Black kicks it to Foster. Over Hartenstein. And again, it's Atlanta.
And just using the natural advantage he has, he can see over the top of the defense.
Yeah, there's not much else the defender can do there.
Now a timeout called by Portland. Atlanta making a switch here. Green's checked in, and Portland with the change here too. Halliburton's checked in for Johnson. On defense, Atlanta leading by 5. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. Stan, of all the different styles of offense in this NBA, what style is the toughest to defend, toughest to stop?
Kevin, I don't think there's really any difference in terms of styles or systems in terms of what's tough to stop. It's players. And it's how well a system maximizes their best players. That's what makes teams tough to stop.
That free throw good from Hartenstein. He's off on the second. Atlanta leading by 4. Here's Green. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And once the G League took it to another level, Green skipped college, became the number 2 overall pick in the draft, and that's really changed the landscape.
Shooting 2.
Free throw good, Green. Both free throws good from Green.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
Pass to Hughes, out left to the wing. Here's Abaji. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
No question he got bumped on that shot.
The Trailblazers have gone 4 of 6 so far from the line, missing a couple.
2 shots.
One is off.
And this is part of the reason they're down. The free throw line has not been kind to them this quarter.
And he sinks the second. And so Green will bring it up for Atlanta. It's a 5-point game. Pass to Castle. Mobley is free. Castle misses. The Trailblazers have gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. Halliburton outside. Portland no good that time either. Atlanta leading by 5. Seems like every time, Greg, we see Tyrese Halliburton, he's wearing a big smile on his face.
Talk about a guy who just loves this game. Halliburton is such an enthusiastic player, and that positive attitude really infects his entire team.
And Mobley throws it down.
I tell you what, he's showing some real courage going to the reverse in that situation.
You know, I don't think he knows you're not supposed to do that in traffic. Inside, here's Hughes. Good D by Mobley. For Atlanta, they've gotten just over 50% of their shots to drop here in the second quarter. They're 5 for 9. Mobley a screen on Halliburton. And it's Green missing. Trailblazers trail by 7. From 11 feet away, Green with the rebound. Atlanta's gone 1 of 4 from 3-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them.
A whole selfless play right there from Green. He's all about getting it to the open man.
Here's Halliburton. 5 points in the game. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Hughes with the screen on Green. Here's Halliburton. Green with the rebound.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
And Mobley throws it down.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. And so here's Portland after the made shot from Evan Mobley. Here's Abaji, covered by Mobley. Screen by Hartenstein. Markov. Portland again missing.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, if you want to win, of course, playing both ends of the floor is essential. Former Defensive Player of the Year, Draymond Green, says, we've seen teams for years make the mistake thinking they can put a great offense out there and win. You run up against a team that's just competent offensively, but they play defense, you're going to lose. Kevin?
Got the 1-2 punch as Draymond talks about. Man, that is something tough to get by. DA thanks. Here's Black. Pass to Castle. Outside, Green. Trains the three-pointer. Green's got 5 points now this quarter.
Green knows that he needs to take and make threes at a good clip. Nice shot there.
Here's Markov. Here's Abaji. Just 5 to shoot. Halliburton for 3. Sinks the three-pointer. Halliburton's got his third basket of the night.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
And we will have a timeout called by Nick Nurse. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. Checked in for you. Now that we have a moment, let's see who have been the top assist teams in the league this season.
And a team that shares the ball will create opportunities for the right player to score.
Atlanta leading by 12. Here's Castle. He's got 11. Launches a 3. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Giannis has got 4 rebounds in this game.
His shots it's not there right now with his team leading. Perhaps, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
To the left wing, here's Markov. That's his first basket of the game. 1 for 6 and looking for more. And here is Green. He had a career game last time out. Bucket after bucket. Pass to Foster. Here's Castle. And he's good on the 3-ball. Castle's got a pair of triples in the second now for Atlanta.
Yeah, that's his second made 3 of the quarter. Third of the game so far.
Giannis sets a screen for Halliburton. And again, it's Portland converting. Atlanta's gotten fond of that three-point shot here in the second quarter. 4 of 9. Mobley against Antetokounmpo. And the wide-open shot from Green. Another three for Atlanta.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
And so Giannis will bring it up for the Trailblazers. They trail by 14. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one on Mobley. You know, you were talking about Giannis. He can put up 30 a game without taking many shots from the perimeter. That's a tall order these days, especially because he gets doubled every single time. The first one falls. Stan, you've been on the bench in the NBA for many decades. What were some of your biggest pet peeves as a coach?
Oh, my gosh, Kevin, that would be a long list. But the 2 biggest would be this. I think, number one, anytime there was a lack of effort, you're not running back on defense, things like that, that I had a hard time tolerating. And then mental breakdowns, things we had prepared for over and over and over again, and then guys just zone out and forget what they're supposed to do. Those were things that were hard to tolerate. Especially when you would take such care in preparing them in every way. It's got to be just excruciating. Frustrating as heck.
Now here's Green. He's got 15 to the paint. Here's Edey. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Solid job of moving the ball by Green, setting up a teammate.
It drops for his second made shot of this game. An unimpressive 2 of 7, though.
And defensively, that's just not going to cut it.
1:41 left in the first half of the game.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
And the Trailblazers with possession here after the basket by Atlanta. Duren with the screen on Green. 5 on the clock. And Duren slams it in.
Oh, perfect pick and roll right there. Halliburton with great timing as a passer makes it easy for his teammates.
Pass to Castle. Antetokounmpo with the steal. And now Portland on the break.
And with the break in the action, let's look at the stats for Green and rank among the top 10 in scoring. He can fill it up with the best of it.
And it's nice when you have the NBA's best free throw shooter just keep the ball in his hands in clutch situations. He's been completely automatic this season. And the first one at the line is good. Good on both. Now here's Mobley. 11 points for him in that last game against the Lakers in Los Angeles. Pass to Castle. Back to Mobley. From deep, Green. Duren pulls it in. Duren's got 4 rebounds in this game. Giannis outside. He's looking for Duren and finds him. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you can see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up. Here's Castle. He's got 14. It's stolen by Green. And Green slams it in.
And we've seen this all night. Green with a wide range of ways to score. And, boy, he just keeps coming.
Down low. Fader on the way. And Portland again with the bucket.
Give credit where credit is due right there. A terrific assist.
A shot that time, not on target. And so it's Jalen Green making highlights for Atlanta. He's been a major threat from three-point range. Got 2 of them to fall in that quarter. And don't go away. We'll be right back.
Hey folks, welcome to the Halftime Show. A lead right now in this one for Atlanta.
They've been in fuego from downtown, finding space and letting it go, showing no signs of letting up, guys.
As a three-point shooter yourself, Chet, this has to bring you back.
Oh my gosh, those were the good old days.
All right, let's switch it over. See what the fans are posting on social media. Oakland Zoe wants to know, what's your favorite snack?
I can guarantee you on this one, Ernst. Shaq does not do snacks. He does meals.
Well, I must correct you, my good friend Kenneth. I do Shaq-size snacks. I live by my own rules.
Why when you correct me, you always call me Kenneth? But those are Shaq-size snacks. They're a giant 5-course meal for most normal people.
That's what you say.
And that is a wrap. Now let's send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. Well, guys, what can you say? Jalen Green, an impressive effort here today.
Well, through the first 2, he has been nothing short of a marksman from deep.
Yeah, he's been locked in tonight. Through the first 2 quarters, he's been a huge factor from outside.
Trailblazers trail by 8. We've got 80. Castle is out there with Jalen Green. Then it's Evan Mobley. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. Now, here is Halliburton. Duran finds Giannis. 5 to shoot. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. Duran, no good.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Pass to Castle. From the line. Rebound by the Trailblazers.
Yeah, you expect him to make those. Good look. Just couldn't find the mark.
Hughes with it. A nice jump shot from the top of the key. Hughes got the opening bucket to start the second half for the Trailblazers. Outside, Green. Mobley is screened. Lets the 3 fly. Duran pulls it in. Duran's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Hughes. Off target with his 3.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession. Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
Edey with the rebound.
Not a great start to the second half, just 1 for 4. Got to find ways to generate better looks here.
And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. Now we'll check across the NBA the best shooters from the stripe. 5th, Jalen Green.
And you simply got to avoid sending him to the line. Absolutely no one has better form from the stripe than he does.
First free throw is good. And both free throws good for Green. Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. Giannis outside. The 9-foot shot. Tried to bank it in, but he misses.
This is not how they wanted to start the second half. Just 1 of 5 so far.
And Mobley throws it down.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Now, here's Antetokounmpo. He's got 10. Screen by Antetokounmpo. Can't hit that one. Good D by Mobley. Here's Green. And Green slams it in.
What I like here, even with the big lead, they continue to execute their offense.
Yeah, to put together this kind of performance at both ends of the floor on the road, it's impressive.
Now a timeout called by Portland. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Pass to Halliburton. They need this. He takes it up and lays it in. Halliburton's got 12.
And Halliburton not afraid to work for it on offense, taking the contact and still getting the finish.
Mobley outside. From outside, off the mark. Trailblazers trail by 12. Hughes, the pass to Halliburton. The tray. Rebound, Atlanta. Here's Castle. 14 points for him. Here's Hughes. That falls. Nice feed that time from Halliburton. Halliburton's got 4 assists in the game. Atlanta leading by 10. Mobley outside. Pass to Green. And it's good. That bucket takes him to 9 for 14.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
Now here's Giannis. Fades. The shot by Hughes, no good.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
Yeah, exceptional play there to take the bump and still get it to fall.
For Atlanta, they have been exceptional shooting free throws tonight, going 9 for 9.
9 for 1. Number 8.
And landing zone fouls have been a part of the rule book for some time now, Coach. It's changed how shooters shoot.
No question, Kevin, and it's a good thing, I think. The NBA needs to protect the shooters. They're doing that. None of us wants injuries that could be prevented. We don't want to see the great shooters just come down and land on somebody's foot and miss 6 to 8 weeks.
Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. And the basket by Castle. Castle's got 16.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
Yeah, and getting out in transition allows for some easy points before that defense is fully set.
Now, here's Halliburton. 12 points for him. To the inside. Duran. It's tipped. One-on-one here. Here's the floater. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Hughes got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Whoops, they pick off the pass. Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo.
3rd team foul.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for Atlanta.
Well, their passing has been just exceptional, and it's opened up the floor for them on numerous occasions.
And another thing, guys, they dominated on fast breaks tonight, outrunning their opponent the entire game.
And he makes the first.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
So he gets them both. So it's Portland now. 19-point game. Atlanta will be traveling to face them after this game. That game is the first and last of their homestand. Duran the pass to Hughes. Now Halliburton to halt the run. Duran with the bounce pass. Shot clock at 3. From deep three-point land. And Tyrese Halliburton heads from deep. Halliburton's got 5 points in the quarter.
And great attention to detail by Halliburton. Always keeping an eye on that shot clock.
Here's Castle. 16 points for him.
Putting that pass right in his stride. Didn't have to slow up and was able to complete the play.
Pass to Halliburton. Over Edey. Halliburton, no good.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Here's Castle. It's tipped. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will take it. Now let's check out and highlight the best defenses in the NBA.
Well, they allow the fewest points per game in the league. Sometimes that can be a factor of pace. But safe to say, when you're number one, your team is elite at the defensive end.
Atlanta making a switch here. Smith has checked in, and the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Abaji's checked in on the wing. Hughes. Over Green. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Hughes got 11.
Well, he's playing great tonight, but not quite well enough to carry the entire team. They need to find some other contributors.
Floats one. Good for basket number 7 tonight on a not-so-unlucky 13 shots.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
During the pass to Abaji. Now, Antetokounmpo. He's got 10. There's a screen. Second chance shot. He's off on that one. Atlanta leading by 18. Here's Edey. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Pass to Abaji. On the wing, Hughes. Guarded by Green. Here's Abaji. Good, and the assist goes to Giannis.
And with the height to see over the defense, the eyes to spot the open man, Giannis continues to flourish as a facilitator.
And Green gets it to go.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Pass to Abaji. On the wing, Hughes. Shoots a fader. It's in and good for his 6th field goal in 10 attempts. Atlanta's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Here's Edey. Outside, Green. And the 3 off target.
Well, 3 triples in the first half, but he seems to have gone cold from distance since the break.
Abaji, the pass to Halliburton. There's the 3. Rebound by Smith. And it's Smith with the ball. He brings it up for Atlanta. Pass to Green. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Shoots off the step back. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the miss. Trailblazers trail by 17. Halliburton outside. No good from outside. Atlanta's shooting has been beyond great up until now. How about 57% from the field overall? And he lobs it up toward the rim. The alley-oop finish is off the mark. The Trailblazers shooting 43% from the field. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And this is his second trip to the line in the game.
2 shots.
Shooting 2.
And he can't get the first one. Good on the second free throw. Atlanta leading by 16. Lewis a screen on Johnson. Here's Castle. Hughes cover. Castle misses. And for Portland, they're shooting 35% or so in the third quarter. Whatever they're trying is not working. And too much time in the lane, they get called for the 3-second violation.
And when you're trying to cut into a lead, you can ill afford mistakes like that.
Yeah, that's just a lack of focus. Plays like that can really frustrate a coaching staff.
Here's Black. He has 5. Foster. Atlanta again missing. 1:12 left to play in the third. There's a good screen beyond the arc. Rebound, Atlanta. Lewis with it. No scoring in this one. Here's Castle. Screen by Smith. 6 to shoot. Trying to get something going. Castle misses.
And that is the exact type of opportunity this offense is looking to create.
Yeah, quality offense will serve you well in the long run. You can't settle for bad shots.
And that one's good, Abaji. Abaji's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for the Trailblazers. Here's Castle, covered by Johnson. Here's Castle. He's got 16. Foster is screen on Johnson. Here's Castle. And so it's Atlanta. 13 points up at the end of the period. They've excelled in the open court. Their transition game has allowed them to build this healthy lead. We'll return shortly. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Yeah, that's high-level playmaking. He makes it look easy, but it's not.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. And on the floor for Portland here in the fourth, they've got Cameron Johnson. Halliburton is out there with Hartenstein. And it's Abaji in at the power forward.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
Now, here's Halliburton. Here's Markov. That's good. It's Halliburton with the assist. Halliburton's got 5 assists in the game. Atlanta leading by 13. Here's Black. Outside, Green. Mobley sets the pick for Green. Hits the three-point bomb. Green's got 13 points in the second half.
Well, he's been nothing short of fantastic this game, and he has his team in a great spot as this thing winds down.
We played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter.
Second personal foul. First team foul. At the line for the Trailblazers, Markov. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. And so he makes both from the line. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for Atlanta. They led the game at 1 point by 20. To the middle. Here's Foster. And it's Foster finishing it off.
Flying high and throwing it down with the one-hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Jeremy Sohan's checked in for Lewis.
Foster. 1 shot.
And that one misses. Trailblazers trail by 16. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth quarter. Halliburton for three. Doesn't go that time.
Well, he's trying to shoot his way out of it from distance, but look, he's got to find something easier.
Black the pass to Mobley. Now Foster, covered by Johnson, and it's blocked. To the paint. Foster against Halliburton. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, I get it, but you don't want him forcing things. It's better to get your shots within the flow of the offense.
He is cold-blooded, drops the dagger, piles on to what was already a big lead.
And defensively, that kind of effort is just not going to cut it.
Connects from three-point range.
Yeah, you have to give him a lot of credit here. He's turned things around after a disappointing first half.
Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. There's Green with the three. It's rebounded by Hartenstein. Trailblazers trail by 16. Here's Abaji. Pass to Johnson. To the wing right side. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Oh, that's blocked. Here's Black. He's guarded by Johnson. Sohan with the ball. Now Mobley. There's the triple. And it's Sohan missing.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Johnson with the bounce pass. Outside for Halliburton. Here's Abaji. That falls. Nice feed that time from Halliburton.
3 points.
Halliburton's got his 7th assist here tonight. Halliburton against Green. Mobley is screened. Shoots the three. It's rebounded by Hartenstein. Hartenstein's got 6 rebounds in the game. Johnson, the pass to Hartenstein. And a wide open look for Halliburton. His 3-pointer's off the mark.
And since halftime, he has just been ice cold. Just can't seem to get anything to go his way.
Pass to Black. Back to Sohan. Fires top of the key. Count it. Sohan's got his first 2 points of the night. Trailblazers trail by 15. And here's Halliburton, guarded by Green. And the foul on Jeremy Sohan. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Glad we got the chance to see that remarkable rejection.
And big defensive plays like that will help them stay in control of this one.
So for the Trailblazers, Duren, he's checked in for Hartenstein. Giannis comes in for Johnson. And it's Hughes in for Halliburton. Pass to Abaji. Shot clock at 5. Elbow shot is on the way. Rebound, Atlanta. They led the game at 1 point by 20. Here's Edey, defended by Duren. From 7. Edey can't hit. Trailblazers trail by 15. Abaji the pass to Duren. And it's blocked. Out of bounds. Trailblazers ball as Portland keeps possession. You gotta love strong defense, especially when it comes in the form of harsh rejections. Wow.
And a block like that sends a message. One that says we're not giving up this lead.
Smith checked in for Atlanta. Cameron Johnson's checked in for Portland. Giannis against Smith. Here's Antetokounmpo. Highlight reel stuff from Antetokounmpo. My goodness.
An amazing athlete. The length, speed, the Giannis is borderline impossible to guard when he is playing downhill.
Atlanta leading by 13. Pass to Castle. Got it. Good job in the low post. 22 points for him. And here is Antetokounmpo. Johnson with it. Here's Durant. Basket is good. The assist from Johnson.
Resourceful move there. That was not an easy one to convert.
Well, you've got to be creative when you're up against a bigger defender.
Here's Black. From downtown. And it's Portland with the rebound. Durant's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Smith against Antetokounmpo. It's Giannis throwing it down.
Giannis will take on any defender. Nice finish that time.
Smith outside. Pass to Edey. For 3. A rebound by Hughes. Hughes got 9 rebounds now tonight. There's the lob to Durant. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
And when you thought this fourth quarter was simply a formality, all of a sudden the offense picks up, and now we have a game.
And it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. Atlanta making some changes. Mobley, he's checked in for Smith. And Jalen Green subbed in for Black. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, I was able to listen in on what Nick Nurse told his team. Now he wants his team to stop playing it safe. He said, we've got this lead by doing what we do, and we can keep it if we don't get too cautious. Play our game. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Now, here's Mobley. Here's Edey. Back to Mobley. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Mobley's got 9 points here in the second half.
Well, so many bigs excel from three-point range these days, and he's right up there with the best of them.
Duran with the screen on Green. Halliburton for 3. Atlanta with the rebound. Edey's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Down low, here's Mobley. And no good. Giannis with some nice D. Halliburton passes it to Duran. And Duran slams it in.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. It's stolen. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. Abaji the pass to Giannis. Now Duran. Pocket 6. From deep. Edey with the rebound. Edey's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Here's Castle. They kick it out to Green. Atlanta needs to get off a shot here. Fades and shoots. And Mobley the bucket on the assist by Green. Green's got 6 assists here tonight. And so Giannis will bring it up for the Portland Trailblazers, trailing by 13. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Every aspect of Giannis's game showing tonight, just unreal.
Atlanta's gone over and over to the three-point shot in the fourth quarter. 4 of 9. Green against Halliburton. A 3-ball. Good on the triple. Green's got 6 here in this quarter.
Yeah, coming down the stretch, they've become reliant upon their perimeter game.
Well, if you're looking to get points in a hurry as the game clock's running down, that's certainly the way to do it.
Timeout Blazers.
It's time for dance game. If you see yourself on the big screen, then you know what to do. Show us your moves.
Check in for the Trailblazers.
Checking in for Portland, number 29, Donnie Hughes.
Trailblazers trail by 14. Pass to Antetokounmpo. There's the lob to Duran. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And he pulls off the Houdini to make that catch and slam it through.
Stupendous alley-oop. And here's Green outside. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Now Hughes. Portland moving the ball over. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Over Mobley. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And with that skill set at 6'11", Giannis might be the toughest guard in the league.
Taking 2 shots.
Shoot 2.
Free throw, no good.
I think what makes Giannis special is how uncomplicated he is. The man is just an incredible, pure athlete who simply loves the game of basketball. That's all there is to it.
He hits the second from the line.
And that's a situation where you must make them all to get back into the game.
Now, here's Green. 1:41 left in the fourth. Lets it go from deep. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Green's got 36.
How good is that? I mean, he can make a defender look foolish at times.
To the inside. Duran down low. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Akini picks one up. And the NBA helping establish academies and even leagues, Greg, on foreign soil. Do you expect more to come?
I do, Kevin. I think the league recognizes it has a big role to play in the expansion of the game globally. Investments being made with the long-term view in mind.
And that one misses. And the second free throw, good. Atlanta leading by 13. Pass to Green. Over Halliburton. And it's Green missing. Portland's gone a disappointing 2 of 6 on three-point attempts here in the fourth.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for Atlanta.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
And now, for the year, this is going to take them to 7 wins. And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and look at the stats, just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Jalen Green.
Well, bottom line, he was just unstoppable at times. Not much you can do when he's playing with that kind of confidence.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
No, I'd be lying if I said the crowd doesn't have an impact. It's certainly felt from the head coach all the way down.
Duran the pass to Giannis. Goes back up. Atlanta with the rebound. They led the game at 1 point by 20. Here's Castle. And so Atlanta takes this one by a big margin. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step in becoming a good team is your ability to win at home. And they really seem to revel in that opportunity, and this is what they came out to do.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for being with us tonight on 2K Sports. And as we leave you, let's take a look at our player of the game, Jalen Green.